Covid-19 significantly impacted parking volume in all our 150 autopay locations. Now, 13 weeks after Covid-19 measures were introduced, the weekly like-for-like parking volume is 83% recovered compared to last year. The transient segment has recovered to pre-pandemic levels as people prefer private vehicles to public transportation options. The contract segment, however, suffers more deeply. We saw a 30% shift from our cash machines to automated online payments during the past 3 months. We think landlords who can offer free-flow, touchless solutions are more likely to attract customers in the future.
Tartly headquarters are in Italy, in Brescia, which is close to Milan. It's in the heart of Lombardia, and it's clear that we were affected. The COVID-19 outbreak forced us to close down the factory and headquarters for a number of weeks. But thanks to the hard work and dedication of our staff, we have been able to ensure business continuity as much as possible, and really none of our clients have been confronted by any significant supply delay. The business surely is slowing down somewhat, but all major projects seem to be alive, so we trust that we can still end 2020 in style.
As CCV have always provided remote support to customers, we've been 100% up and running during the COVID crisis. At times, lockdown has tested working processes, but we have come out of the other side a fitter and leaner organisation and are even better prepared for the future. We also launched our revolutionary new IM30 payment terminal at what would have been inter-traffic time. And I'm very happy to see increasing levels of inquiry about this device now that our customers are returning to work and planning for the future.
At the moment, the COVID measures have not been lifted enough to be reflected in our operations. However, we are planning ahead for when the restrictions are lifted further. We are leveraging all of the expertise available to us internally and within our networks, and we are planning a phased return to each of our offices, both in the US and Europe, whilst ensuring there is no disruption to our services. We have surveyed all employees, taking their views into account, as well as reviewing local government guidance regularly. Before we return, we will be implementing additional hygiene and social distancing measures to keep our employees safe.
With the lifting of those measures, restaurants, shops, malls and even airports opening, our usual business is picking up. But we still see that our contactless RFID solutions are gaining even more importance than they already had before, just like touchless systems on the OEM's part, with the awareness in the public and market rising. We also extended our portfolio when the crisis hit, with disinfectants, social distancing floor labels, face masks, etc. I think that many measures will still be carried out voluntarily, even if they have been lifted by the state.
The biggest impact we've seen is a recovery in parking occupancy. As we look across our global platform, we can see that occupancy is increasing quickly. First in Europe, of course, and then in the US, in line with lifting of quarantine restrictions. In one of our shopping mall clients, for example, their parking areas were completely empty a month ago, and some days they're now over 70% full. These data have been helpful to our clients on a daily basis to ensure they're maintaining capacity caps and social distancing guidelines. It's relieving to see life coming back to our economy and to our customer base, and we're optimistic for the future.
Both the amount of work and the way we accomplish our work have been impacted with the lifting of the COVID-19 restrictions. Our workforce was impacted with the stay-at-home order. Once everybody started coming back, everyone was ready to be around each other again and feed off of the positive energy that the team brings. But at the same time, there's an apprehension since we don't have a cure or a vaccination. And then our overall volume has decreased by about 75%. We're slowly working our way back, but it's definitely an uphill climb. We're really working hard to keep as many of our trained employees as we possibly can, because we know that business is going to come back and we want to have the trained people here ready to handle it when it does come. It's a delicate balance that has put a lot of strain on the business in the short term, but we do know that we'll be thankful for this decision in the long term.
Well, we are back in the office working with the team once again. The daily schedule did not change that much. Clients and partners are all over the globe, so web conferencing will always be a thing for us. However, we are definitely still missing the events, so really waiting for the time to reconnect physically as well with the global parking community.
To control, the lifting of COVID-19 measures has not impacted to our operations. We already adjusted our manufacturing lines to meet with the new safety standards and even doubling the shift in order to have the full capacity. So in that sense, we've been fully operative since around the middle of April.